Hello, my name is Justin Kay, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on communication in the field of criminal justice for people with autism. I chose people with autism because I feel that they are often stereotyped and misunderstood. However, awareness of autism has become widespread over the years. Distinguishing characteristics of the population. They may not understand body language or other people's emotions. They typically have very fixed interests that may seem bizarre to other people. They take about 3 to 10 seconds to process language in some cases and have difficulty with abstract concepts such as maintaining eye contact or personal space. Some people often exhibit echolalia, which is where they just simply repeat what they hear. You can ask a person, hey, what's your name? And they'll say, hey, what's your name? People with autism usually struggle with theory of mind, and theory of mind is the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes. So if I have autism and I want you to look at something and I say, hey, look at this, I may be showing it to myself, but not you, because I don't understand how to put myself in your shoes and that you cannot see it. Bridging communication for criminal justice. Some things to be aware of for people in the criminal justice field when talking to people with autism is that they may have actions that seem abnormal, such as rocking or flapping their hands, avoiding eye contact altogether, etc. Their actions are not a reflection of their respect for the law or their ability to take a situation seriously. It can be confusing to talk to someone who has echolalia, as I mentioned before. If you're trying to talk to them and they repeat what you say, it can just cause a misunderstanding. And idioms and phrases might not be understood or taken too literal. I can say to a person with autism, I'm tired, I'm going to hit the hay. And they might literally imagine me actually hitting hay, or they might not just understand altogether. Where communication has broken down. Some examples are an escalation of physical force or a yelling match because of a misunderstanding, gathering inaccurate information from a person with autism, and failure to build trust or rapport with that person. Coming off as intimidating also can make them shut down, and not taking them seriously due to them sounding monotone and flat. If you're speaking with a person with autism, and let's say that they are a witness to a crime and they're being questioned, their response might be something like, I saw them fighting each other. It's not the most convincing or compelling statement, however, that just might be how they communicate. Suggestions for improvements, ways that we can help the criminal justice field more effectively communicate with people with autism. This can include recurring training, utilizing the PECS system, and actually having it readily available to use. PECS is Picture Exchange Communication Systems, and it's almost self-explanatory, but it's essentially an app or a tablet that allows the user to identify what they want or need by using simple pictures. We should also have, per county, a dedicated advocate who is a trained professional in the field of autism who can help not necessarily speak on behalf of the person with autism, but just help relay what they may be trying to communicate or help them feel safe and just to help handle the situation better altogether. There should also be training to help recognize those as potentially autistic, and this is not to diagnose someone with autism. This is purely in a world where it's not perfect, you don't always have all the information you need. Let's say a person with autism has wandered from their home and they are walking alongside a highway, but the call you get is that there is a stranger walking alongside a highway acting weird. So it might help for you to be able to identify some key traits and features that can help you understand how to better handle the situation so it doesn't create a misunderstanding and an escalation that's unnecessary. There should also be a protocol for a variety of situations that you and this trained professional can meet up once in a while and go over and try to establish some protocols to just kind of help what to do in what situations, even if it's on a verbal level or even physical if things do get out of hand, how to handle it more appropriately. Also having a designated safe room for them, which has less stimuli for them to process, such as dimmer lights, minimal noise, emptied out room, etc. Another point to make is not to assume someone's level or capabilities when it comes to autism. It's best to approach people and situations with an open mind as much as possible. In closing, I strongly believe that more training will facilitate a safer environment for all parties. Thank you.